my everything, yeah. My everything is you, Lord. Yeah. Ha-ha. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough, enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've Father, you done for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are, you're my everything. See, I call you Jireh. You're my provider. I call you Eunice. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. Hey. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are.
London N15 4NP. Fragan was 0208 493 7340. And our mobile 077 127 61884. Ubehuye with Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. BWF Solicitors, your preferred community lawyers.
For and anopai me mamo achi esamamo akwaba eba kasa afidi so ye frame Prophet Stanley Osebri Osei me gidi se enne anopai wompom eye onyame adomunti woni wabusiafo bibia nso eye boko anopai ha eye ifikasiem Rainbow Radio International refidie ba kwa yetimede abruchiri ekogana ne yesa de Ghana aba abruchiri ya wada de yesin konwa se ya na eye BWF Solicitors me se na nsem de me hu mama Eunice tria na makai assembly mama Eunice ohun aye fedodo me ba cho me ma wachi e ma wakwa aba
me jo so official fans so
me ba cho me nte wonka check your microphone na ye make sure say bibia eye kama pepe
Pacho
nka
Pachai what's me there
emo medasi se die emudam wadaroma wo ho say
nyamia dom na me hope say wo so ne we busianfo ne asorefo ni na mo ho ye
e pa cho ma me lawyer ye ho ye pa ka kire engineer say ompeja o volume no mu kakra ma me engineer mpeja o volume no kakra
Pashu mate we try to for ne viewers ne obi biara o tie and as all sharing me hope say nyamia dom ni na mo ho ye and the day mama kan na eche say nyame adom na modi abetie and say mune ebedi ejumedi as always every week you may a few updates my client back of frame and say Eunice pacho fato if you didn't so say yeah super priority service it's me say and then they make one because of course say for air applications na ebia omun to me and train that long period of time because of coronavirus ninti of course applications no decision times no are extended into they also have priority service available into ebia all your applications ama obi wo fie abedwan no under the way family roots into either say oh yes spousal application and I say oh yeah application ama oba abedwan no for settlement into no sa no say utia application fee no, which is over £3,400 now, which includes your immigration health surcharge. Now, or a bit aka to say just over £573 for the super priority service there, and they're over to me it's your super priority service saying at least within 5 to 10 working days on mobile one. And so that's for more person on more applications and more family members are more Ghana and I say I'm on a person almost joining on more ever chrome her. And then they also have the super priority service for Nkofua almost chrome her or more further leave to remain applications into ABA application for 2.5 application based on a partner and I say based on our British citizenship. In no sano the priority service Zika is about £800. In addition to application fee, any immigration health surcharge, not assign it to priority service of £800. Minim say no yeden kakra, but a bit more unfortunately, I want to me and train a long period, and I know say a bit more ABI is on to kind ABI on my dreaming phone so but at least with the super priority service so they say they will make a decision within 24 hours in the UK, say out of UK applications so at least within 5 to 10 working days now almost so I make a decision into it helps in terms of applications way. It is say OGD say over to me 8 years as I can now almost in terms so that option is available to you. And then going back to coronavirus updates and say almost every time be a new variants be ever, but in terms of your travel updates, saying last week me can say did say ube to kwanya patcho bebre na wa share baby a ube to kwanya akono more restrictions and I say more travel updates in terms of Nkrofo a more be room any Nkrofo a more ko into UK dear a number of countries on the red list, but not too many are affected by the red list. But so did say over to me at to quite within this year now all share amanania all bekono now I share their travel restrictions and answer almost travel updates in terms of Nkrofo our vaccinations and Nkrofo warrior. So returning back to the UK, of course, since they almost say that we are fully vaccinated. And to fully vaccinated nature say when you're Pfizer and I say when you're AstraZeneca 2 doses and I say when you're Johnson vaccination back home. And say no say what panye fully vaccinated now card say we are fully vaccinated now we took at least so all back I almost say and when he has test to show whether you have COVID or not. No one said, oh, thought it's a room. Oh, sound so bad. There's no need to self-isolate. And of course, almost say you don't need to do any PCR test on day 2 and day 10. Into over to me a lateral test. Into lateral test needed. So we all feel nature say when you are COVID and one say oh come back to Ejuma. Western news no almost say a lot of people are not coming into work and see they want to do something to try and boost they no longer have some restrictions to say first but for those who are not fully vaccinated and say so now day 2 and day 10 so when you're fully vaccinated there are all of those restrictions are still in place for you. And see, those in terms of those are the kind of things that you should be looking out for. The all two clients as well. And then of course the EU nationals and the BBR we say UK free no EU for no you bet to me adaswabana and I say na meti UK na me nya me passport me EU passport and afi ana me nya me EU passport and to me I EU settlement scheme no biana. Unfortunately not, because of the fact say omo can say EU for omo person mobile UK omo ma deadline up to 31st December 2020 11 p.m. say unya EU passport and I say unya EU citizenship that time no and unfortunately is that now to Chrome her without the EU passport EU deadline no more for the end of the transition period no ebe can one so because at that time no not only EU citizen not only just should I say a non-EU citizen and see so what betna hanom na afi na won sa kan passport no so the EU settlement scheme is only for Nkrofo mobile room with EU citizenship and I say room with family member or EU need ya and of course na with me ISR EU settlement scheme nibi but say one person now buy I wouldn't say okay I think I me EU citizenship and I say my passport there and the patch of and no and can be into so would you say over to me application under the skilled worker scheme because I think I want to count passports and I say EU citizenship there now at least wait to me I should share a juma under the skilled work route into and also sabe to me I'm acquire over to me at the atina chrome ha it's to me I share on home I share with family into and also sa ewo into I hope say at least say Nkrofo now remove before the 31st of December 2020 I know that most people have done it but say only will be our own years our EU settlement scheme there now what about the say EU settlement scheme no that's all as long as you are able to show the reason the and 1 year by the 30th of June 2021 now on way to me I'm out sa akwenya say your application on IMA certificate of application saying over to me that's so I hear Juma I say we and stand at your decision also I'm out into Prophet, this is in terms of your updates. Into I hope that you better way in and so.
Mo mame lawyer wakaka update no abubom ayene simple 9 school and collected onyame enshira anopai eha aye Rainbow radio sania wasugusu awutie no mame gina ho ende sania time na yenti no obi frɛ ba mame fa nipa na mra na afi no yentoa wode no so emfiri ho me ba cho me ma wache ema wakwa ba afi kura na lawyer e ba be hyase.
Oh, Pacho, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, Pacho, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, Pacho, good morning. Hello.
Me Pacho, me wachi emo akwa ba.
You me da say. Me Pacho me pese me bisa lawyer bibi. Enfa EU asemo but e bia inquiry. Pacho me bisa.
Na asemo ne de no na wo bisa se wonya gina so nti bisa ne enko odo you.
Me Pacho me bisa say so we are international student. Now we school now person will invite you parents for graduation now. In case baby would say baby I would say no person more better now if you person rent hotel and now we more. Is it possible so sad with tenancy agreement back application now they more and I didn't say booking confirmation of hotel now I reserve your money here.
Okay, in terms of visa applications, it's not a stand requirement. Say, of course, nipa chrono say unya a fear with how this number of bedrooms. And as long as nipa chrono to me, actually say obey to me, enya baby ada. And if it's a hotel like you are saying, say they have to show say, of course, my bookies are hotel way, and also me book is our bed and breakfast way, and also me book is our Airbnb way for this time period. And so you can book in advance and see so what your application now or the sa booking reservation no ebeka documents now or the bekono. And see of course standing panel say the parents balance so not only are they going to show say they have a place to stay, but at least almost to me and so they can maintain themselves when they come. And see almost bank statements, almost pay slips. Almost to me the way in I can home to show say almost can to me home for that period of time when they come. Now, of course, the BRI you can say so we visit application. It is based on the fact say sign which she come back and see you have to be able to produce evidence. Let's say one kasana o bano say obedru hanoma sign which she into ABR because of family commitments, and I say with Juma commitments, and I say commitments, and I BBA commitments never feeling to own to me and bechewa ha as I was sign with she echo. And see it's up to the parents not to show say omoba sign which echo.
Na me pacho commitment no obe true na say obe provide evidence but it's all ma obe providing kwalane birth and bibisa.
Yeah, it's the evidence nature say we provided proof of birth set. Say of course or school letters to show say was school they have this duration of holidays at school, and I said you are coming during their school term and see they are not yet on holidays, then you just add something to show say that's what was going say we'll sign with you echo back. Into BB will help in terms of the visit visa application.
Me patrol, me that's the lawyer, that's the pa.
And that's the
okay. Okay.
Prophet
Not me catch on the in case or Hene Oba, you bet me after mamma. Near money guidelines, no near Buano. Send a application be successful. And I'm a on one casanso, a Philip Formson, not would be no per se, or deba, near Shemuman near Cochina, Oba, you be coachy, and a lawyer me.
Of course.
And the lawyer, Maminja way into a man at Yefo. Say, Emra, a lawyer, a Baba, my latest way, you know, a mesero. Say, Upper Sobala in my witch me abam. Ubamwa, you be post lawyer. Na Odi, when same with Sana Abba, na lawyer at me and Wama. Edition and so 0208 133 4646 and now say 0208 133 1134. I said, Rumor Radio, you're not best and if you know that, and if you know the tea, and if you know the and if you know the garden. Some more aircraft and I'm for air vessel. Never choke me my watches, Emma Aquaba, ever my diesel.
Yeah, but also, lawyer. The question here, we know the LRE before so will be free mode. And ordinary papers call home office. But almost all refused. Now, lawyer now, the anyone say on sign any application for on train the crowd refuse years on kind. So, if I say, will change the lawyer for until I have possible so make my application for I'm ready to use almost free move and I said, all stick it to that lawyer or for it is fixed.
Okay, in terms of the fact that to me I application for the EU settlement scheme, the way on my no almost say all your applications any number of times almost be accepted as long as you have new evidence that over to me at the actual into say almost refuse to you can still make a fresh application because or you're a family member of an EU national. And see, in terms of the EU settlement scheme, because all your direct family member over to me, ISR EU settlement scheme application. In terms of the question in regards to the lawyer, of course, he has a duty to be open to her because say the refusal decision about now, of course, almost refusing based on A, B, and C. So also, who DNC you refuse no. On to me and say you refusing a keke. say who the NCI you refuse no. Into say the lawyer into me and China say na you did refuse to what dear and also because that is also breach of solicitors regulations. In terms of that, she has to decide whether she wants to stick to the same lawyer and herself as also lawyer. But for the application, she needs to know the reason why I almost refused to, before she makes the next decision whether obey another application and I say better say obey appeal.
As a lawyer, I'm also very disclose to the person because ABI in the court. Or can also person here for fraud. A better lawyer for fraud is one the crowd. You did refuse it. Only me, BWF fraud.
I know the Minia. What the actually, I won't can't hear one. I know the anything. So, person is a lawyer, no, but near Jena. You better me requested documents from Home Office.
Yeah.
Now, you Nientia, you refuse, Now, a quaya, you be first one, you be rectify. Na bibia you okay. Me pa cho, what of you ma ko bon kwanu. Je number no ne enko.
No, but that's it.
Je number no na bra. What for open?
I'm about to write.
Minu ya na.
I will also make the number.
Yo, me pa cho. Any BWF Solicitors, your number ne. And I pay me the number no to Japan phrase say ya. 0208 493 7340 0208 493 7340. Lawyer Eunice number 075 3581 3910. Lawyer Eunice number 075 3581 3910. Epacho oba ye be hwa pa ama bibia akọ wano epacho ma unua no emra ye wo address ye wiase fasting into ya no medicine biri me BWF Solicitors ye wo 4th floor Anna House 214 to 218 High Road 7 Sisters London N154NP. Your address in a 4th floor Anna House 214 to 218 High Road 7 Sisters London N154NP. Minia onyame enshirao. Minia onyame enshirao na onya okese papa. Wati yebeto aso. Bye bye. I mean, some cover and hello, me pacho, me ma watching, I'm on a quaba.
No prophet, no lawyer, no watching.
Oh, Henry, Yajoso, lawyer 8 you, Casani and go.
Madam Master. But you were great status. Now, no baby girl, what he bear 5 months, no so much. 5 months near a war. Now, the thing is, say, let me adjust. Ghana passport, Amanana, and then the first question. Anna, the second question, today possible not to reach my Germana. Medimana, meeting at the party to lead Ama Bofana. Okay. Possible, or Mameno. Last question is, or Mameno, Katani. In Tennessee, and no way possible to meet my Ghana passport, Amano, and the pressure to Amano there. Or my minute make dinner and not put the idea or not made the answer, but some question.
Okay, Pacho, first of all, then now would you pre-settle?
So maybe get our rare.
Okay. Inti say our rena only obi for our Honan Sani for no so our. Of course, with the pre-settled status, no. Say, yeah, can say our ready. The family relationship is between wo anywhere. Yeah, can say watch mpina and when you be for alcohol into sa nipa for no. No, Edin was I don't know who, of course, is listed as the father, and also the wooden to so as father and so and also.
Yeah, maybe also as father.
Okay. Into within also as father and so and no which will show say at least wo ena wo ya akola papa. But when it comes to the should I say the EU settlement scheme, when they're talking about children, at least they mention say if you are the direct family member of the EU national and also a spouse into the EU settlement scheme and also appendix EU no offer sa opportunities say nipa na wo say waware no and I say sa nipa no say wawoba na oba no nso eye obi a wo pese ono so eye application ni bia. Then of course the EU national has to be the main sponsor. Into yeka say sa EU national no so able to me as sponsor ama oba no so enya sa pre-settled status ni bi. In terms of mame no will not be able to rely on a child who only has limited leave to remain unless akola no enya 7 years and I say watna a chrome have for a continuous period of 7 years. Into say yeka say mame na oni nkrata no obetumi agina akola no so with pre-settled status, whereas akola no in D7 and answer on sna a chrome have for a continuous period of 7 years there. Then unfortunately no mame no into me engina akola no so she say akola no 87 years e wo chrome hansa na wetumi agina akola no so aka say ogina akola no so aje ono so ne de. In terms of akola no de, so pese we Ghana passport amana, of course, because Ghana and Brano Peninsula say wo awo and I say wetumi actually say akola ne parents and I say akola ne grandparents Ghana for their and also Ghana citizen. Into akola no Ghanaian citizen. Into of course wetumi aje Ghana passport amano. Pre-settlement namano. But whether it will help mama dear, unfortunately, into me and mama.
Okay. Number two, any funny say, or my men so everybody be say, or my men is not to do more. I don't know because of our friend in Jamaica, and say, you're going to need that and the cookie.
Of course, because we need cratano. So almost say almost detaining no at the aqua, almost made the nako. Into that is a risk she has to be willing to take. Into of course, say only engineer swa. She can say oba. Usually it helps if there's a child involved. But because akola in the 7 and akola also in your settled status. And akola so of course say naka when you settled status and I say or you're British, that would be a different story altogether. Into right now I can say they would give her some time, but she will have to be able to show say these are her circumstances now. Obey to me in young crata into omo man and bread. Of course, you have to think about all these things and the risk as well.
Yo, Yanso, Dawasi, Inyami Inshra, so Wuni Atimi, Abinya, Sa, and San Wasui, lawyer, Aye Crado, and then the lawyer on starting a subject in your crowd, and so and Sanya Amanfo, a Bopiniano, I say, Omu Pien, the Akopim War, as Moboa, we are there. Yeba my lawyer, I can a 7 way. Not yet the Atuasu. Mahusa lawyer, the topic be Atiga. Lawyer, Udia Yan Tuasu, Ubi back, made it mount. I need you, my father. Why?
Okay, and your topic no, yeah, sure say conform what you can have it to me there on Banaba.
Yati, Neddy, line of Ayapisu. Pepper chop, Memo watching, Emo Aquaba.
Make sure prophet and lawyer no pay.
Oh, Heneva, yeah, you also.
Maybe a quick question we last. I think the last week was a normal lawyer for points-based system. So, regards to the nurses and there, then I was saying, question we say, me offer about or more like your friends the blood economy and refugee. Oh, yeah, because I feel you find nursing for now. What's that getting man? Because I don't know when you're doing your 1 year. No, I think I also which me apply that point-based system and I say or time be also where you do and what me apply. It's more lab anyway. Can I know present?
Our Chrome Hana say Ghana.
Oh, Ghana, yeah, that point-based system no one tell me this.
Okay, into say of course, or yeah, Juma as a what's a nurse?
Or a lab, yeah, or it's more lab technician. Yeah.
Okay, or a lab technician.
Yeah.
Okay, into say or a lab technician now, of course, with to me any Juma ever come her, but we'll say she's got only 1 year, and
We are 1 year prior.
oh, okay. Into say for instance, omo man visa for a 1 year period. Now, or yeah.
We are visa for but the mission is a thing Ghana. What we a service of my connect more or
Oh, okay.
Ghana.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Into your national service. Okay.
But we national service never have been what 30 months.
Okay. Okay. So usually in that case, no, say almost they have to look for a place, for instance, because your lab technician will Ghana and see or something similar. Then of course she needs to be able to look for a job within an NHS hospital and now say a licensed care, should I say care home and I say nursing home, because all of these places they are allowed to have healthcare workers. In the health and care workers includes, in comfort to say, lab technicians, nurses, doctors, medical practitioners, pediatricians, paramedics, any in. So of course, they will look at the skill level. Say a skill level la almost chese almost be equivalent to a Chrome A level. In the say wako uni na wako ye degree and almost amano say jumano as a lab technician in Ghana. Then of course they will assess it. Into usually Rebecca say almost assess it in a degree to see if it meets a Chrome required skill level no. And so the record UK Act is for no mushroom, I should say, in the skill level, no, every Jew more requires skill level. It has to be at least a level 3. If it's more than a level 3, even better. And then, of course, almost share the fact say, over to me, akabrofo, and the degree now I know so, almost to me, assess it, I should say, much move profuma. Then, of course, the brofo no, at least able to me, emit almost. Level B1 and as a level B2 CFER. And also start in terms of looking for the job within the health and sector jobs in the UK. The most important thing is looking for the vacancies not almost ejuma because ejuma as an international worker, vacancies are not as wide as Obia or UK. Of course, within the UK, advertising na UK phone, but advertising international workers the opportunities may not be as much as in Kofona or UK. And of course, Mecca say, on to the boss now on because most NHS websites, now type international workers vacancies, you'll be able to see quite a few. I'm not going to say all NHS hospitals and normal one license are only to me a fan for. Ebim waha only to me a fan for. Ebim so waha almost to me and for international workers. It's all shared there only to me a for international workers. And then not every care home and so able to me afan for because BBR will to me afa international worker and I say skilled worker no so sponsorship license. Into say or share juman media on my website no so any imkofa onim and move to me actually say a hand on almost share international workers and I say almost share nipa say aye jumano. Into it is looking for the job. Finding a jumano, say, onye jumana, man bibi to say, a digital certificate, almost friend a certificate of sponsorship. And no san web to me and man acquire or to me their application no. Into say or sa research now or to me a jumani via now or this certificate of sponsorship no so I application no. Pacha what you say?
Okay. But let me because as a lab, you know, or qualify as a shortage occupation list, no, I can't be an answer and can't be again between a search from there to be a carer and everything. That was the question I'm getting.
All healthcare workers are under the shortage occupation list. Into most healthcare workers, shortage occupation list, no, so because of the demand they have, into most care workers, most health and care workers, no, are under that shortage occupation list, no, so.
Okay, yes. The bus making a better track, right?
Patching.
Okay, all right. That's about.
About your Uber and Chiraquan, you the family so.
Market profit.
I mean, Shira.
You
better when them why. When I make Shira, you. Bye bye. Matty, Matty. Bye bye. Hello, me pacho, me watching, I'm a kwaba. Eba, Jumadisi.
Hello, good morning, Prophet.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, Eunice.
Good morning.
I'm shocked to say you Juma Boti, UK.
Amen.
Let me sit down.
Okay, my question I'm opinion for my own. Me ba if ba o Ghana person me ba my application mo see na e ato na e but take it time as friend say on find passport and call Ghana. But email on the can buy almost due to what's going on with the virus and I'm saying you know if you have processing time the check. Yeah, but I'm because under normal way how long does it take for them to process the passport no visa no na or my friend back to
Okay, and so usually no say what the passport no come out because when we need appeal there isn't an exact period of time that they have almost like to me I can say what the qua time we na usually in my experience usually so what the passports no come out within 1 to 2 months na the vigilante and I say vision no actual passports no but of course it can take longer than that. I always say that depending on the caseworker who is also dealing with the matter, you can have it within a month, you can have it within 3 months, or within 6 months. It depends. Any other caseworker and TLS contact for no some Ghana because they have to contact you to come and collect your visa. Almost so they are also part of the whole process. Give and take, give yourself maximum at least 3 to 6 months.
Okay. Yeah.
Mame, yes, you never see the actual one. Be see so. You best actually throw me. Bye bye.
Bye.
Hey, Eunice.
Prophets.
And then Crofway, your member here. And so I was saying, yet me more latest news. No monia echo, and no more in your mayor. And to the end to answer.
Patrick. It's not make us say a topic no ever in conform person or mumbano a backroom ha. And see sometimes a bit more obviously I feel na or indefinite leave to remain and say more drink say okay see I mean for bono wait to me the me bana say me will leave to remain libya me to me at the me bana. And so of course, say who will leave to remain, and our campus say who will indefinite leave to remain. Na unim say who will ba with fear now person with the neba. Akwenja e wo ho senya obetumi de sa akolano aba. Say ye ka ye mremu sem who a child is a. So we share your immigration rules. Debia omo eka say o person wo do baba. I said, which I said, as our colano, we did under the age of 18. and only yɛn ka ne sɛ family a all lead independent life nti kurom ha yɛnim sɛ sɛ akwadaa de 16 na of course obetumi aware nti obetumi afɔm ne own family life enya ne own independence but of course fie deɛ yɛnim sɛ unware ya anase unwo ya ende oda so wo fie until time a wobɛware anase wobɛwo nti ɛno nso saa no ebi mu dream sɛ akola no wedi 18 krampo a oda so ya akola but Mbrano is quite strict about who a child is nti sɛ akola no edi under the age of 18 time a wobɛyɛ application no na only the independent life until no kasa any the own family or show mudia and the sakola no obetumi akase oya oba opese wodene ba ekrom ha inti of course say ye kase akola ofia opese wodene ba na dia then any child from 0 to 17 no is a child that obetumi denaba. So what indefinite leave to remain na opesa wode obaba the immigration rules are a paragraph 297. Most of the times the ukra indefinite leave there are certain requirements are almost and the fact say of course say we are for no sa we indefinite leave now no you bet me amasa akola no so the same indefinite leave to enter. Into akola no yɛnhwɛ sɛ at least wobɛtumi akyerɛ sɛ ebia akola no maame anasɛ ne papa na ɔhwɛ no wɔ fie no efrim because ne papa anasɛ ne maame a ɔhwɛ no efrim ne nti sɛ wo a wo UK hanom ɛhwɛ no nti ɛno nso akwanja ɛwɔ hɔ sɛ ebia akola ne maame anasɛ ne papa a ɔwɔ fie no ɛnhwɛ no na wagya akola no hɔ ena ebia wo maame anase wo papa anase wo ebuseni bi ena ehwe akola ne dia and say wotumi kyerɛ sɛ wo so responsibility for akola no nti bibi biara akola ne hia no wo na ohwɛ ne school kom ne medical bills and treatment bibi biara no sɛ wo na wo make sure sɛ wo bɛhwɛ na akola no ayeye either at school or health wise. And then of course any decision regarding akola no una will make it because una akola no kasa una akola no ewo relationship into biara akola no hia no oba ho na wabebisa say ma anase da me hia say and na say una wo kire say sanyema we ni na no una provide it whether by school letter, hospital letter, letters from nkɔfa ebia wode akola no kɔ nti abeya sorry anasa brigades anasa bibisa na onbetumi a provide with letters to show say ampa akola asumesi anasa bi ne mame ewo abrochi anasa ne papa wo abrochi a omohwe no omutua ne ka omoye bibia akola we ebehia and then of course say o ka say parents na nasa awofo no omomienu etikrom ha ebia mama no ewo indefinite leave to remain ena papa no nso ewo indefinite leave to remain dia and eno nso akwanja ewo ho for omomienu to bring akola no to UK krom ha ana krampo se mama na nasa papa no bako ewo indefinite leave to remain ena bako nso ewo leave to remain omumieno etikrom high and akola no omo awo no otigana into omumieno pesa omode akola ne ba and that scenario there then of course ka say akola no because ne mami anasa ne papa ewo leave to remain a omotikrom ha sa akola na ba enye indefinite leave to remain na omode bema no but instead omobema no leave to remain into Osheye appendix FM. It has the child roots and answer it has the roots and kola omopesa omoba UK chrome ha ebetumi afaso ediaba and most of the time no say awofo no anase awofo bako eti krom ha owo live to remain.
Mepacho memawachi ama wakwaba eba idumadi so.
Pacho me Joseph.
Yo. Kasa lawyer 8 you.
Yeah, Pacho me kusa lawyer assembly madam subi. Madam for no worry you ni. Na say madam for I am ontimi nya adwuma. Okunu kwa na ye adwuma no oba na. Ode le baka ho bae. I mean to me who say say I want to nya adwuma no edu wono okoje. I just 5 years raman dada. 3 years ago. If you want to nya adwuma na wonyi can be and edu wono to okoje. You know. Let's say na mano. Just in your man praise the Pokemon.
Okay, into Usha ye appendix EU say opese oje indefinite and I say opese okoje afebona. Almost say so to make sure say we are EU ni and I say we are EU family member. Into say wawari EU ni dia and they are EU family member. And of course so to make sure say what's not a chrome ha for a continuous period of 5 years. Into say or kojene indefinite na obetumi actually say what's not chrome have for that continuous period of 5 years. The reason almost a continuous period is say almost pese obetna a crofu for so for more than 6 months. Into say obetumi actually kwande say what's not a chrome have by showing your proof of address ABA will bills will bank statements and now BBHS now with the chrome have for every 12 months, over to me actually 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months. Then of course, over to me, like I said, what's not a chrome have for a continuous period of 5 years into yebema indefinite leave to remain. Omo I can say, so we juma and sana. Omo to me about 5 years. Ebwa say we juma now they will end initial. Ebwa say omo be who say oh of course. Why you juma for a continuous period of 5 years? And who here say what the proof of address be a but say went to me who from HMRC say why you juma for a continuous period of 5 years there, and then now I say what the proof of address can home. HSA of course menya 5 years I will chroma because my proof of address when in HSA now me say a chroma for that period of 5 years no.
Okay. Now, that's it. My position with him, so, I don't know. Once you are in, but, almost soon, and catch your court, but to Ghana, and I have sent it to me a fortune. Why am I fortunate? It's not the Diana.
Okay, usually it depends. Say, Omoma CVP hearing. CVP hearing just a remote hearing. And who here say Ubeba court. Of course, only access to internet and I say only access to technology and I say phone over to me and they are logging in. Of course, Abanesa dia and they say almost a good reason. Senya the lawyer also able to me ebisa for adjournment because who here said or no ankasa no ebe court no, but say a CVP hearing now on also able to me a logging in on the phone also and I say any device via what internet there and they of course over to me a logging in that way because or no and who here say obe court on physically, but say a face-to-face hearing there then of course so on also ewo happy. Na only how there and then the lawyer no so bisa for adjournment na at least or share the NCA nipa no into me and back court ni be.
Okay. Because it's face to face, it's gonna
okay.
Yeah. Okay. And that's it, right?
And ya jina soba me na lawyer, face to face ya or no ankasa ambai. What are the next steps?
It's definitely lawyer no so bisa for adjournment because ne clients no any chrome ha and I efa or no ankasa no ho and I say efa ne sponsor no ho so into the court has to know say these are the reasons why nipa no entumi ba nti omo bisa for adjournment senya nipa no so ebetumi aba hearing no be nti they will definitely need to request for court adjournment no.
Okay, enti we no ne lawyer no na wo so ye say adwuma so wanye say adwuma no dia and the lawyer betumi abu case no atia
patron because omo cost na omo tie case no na omo ka say because be a sponsor no ni ha and na say applicant no ni ha ebetumi aba ne say omo be dismiss case no and I also won pesa nti na wait to me ebisa court no akwenja senya omo betumi a share date for senya nipa na ye twa no obetumi no ono so aba hearing ni bi
yo lawyer keda wase empenifo se obi amane esane obi eni nti no mabisa sanse me senia ukina bi no obi nkotena so lawyer se wa nkokora anya hwe wotena ho anu no oboa wo lawyer na odi case na kwama na wo se ofihwem na utimi eto so ma me yeda wase why yo wonya mi shira bye bye lawyer to asini enko
pashi enti na me ka se ebia awofo no omo mienu etikrom ha na bako wo indefinite na bako so ewo leave to remain dia then of course usually no omo bema akola no in leave to remain and I said 2.5 senya bako no ewo until when you look at the appendix FMA ewo ye immigration rules na se no say awofo no omo wo krom ha na akola no a owo Ghana no na awofo baako ewo leave to remain and they of course sa awofo no ebetumi ayi application ama akola no abeka nsa ebia awofo no mienu enti krom ha baako so ete Ghana but oni akola na bravo no enti awofo no a wo krom ha no ono na ohwe akola no enti ono no kire se owo so responsibility emma akola na owo fie because ebia na ebuseni ne sister ne brother na ne mama na se ne papa na hwe akola no of course say ye share the fact say school no eni mama na wo krom ha and as omunim papa na wo krom ha then they can provide evidence say I assume see we ne ba no wa school wa hanom from year way to year say ye nim ne papa pa na say ye nim ne mama pa ne mama na etia ne fees ni na sometimes they ne report email ne mama and as ne papa ne papa and as ne mama efre from time to time into omo bisa akola no ho into ye nim mama ne pa ebi amame no krampo ontu kwan enkohwe ne mba ne da na say papa no krampo entu kwan enkohwe ne ba no but because of inkitanho na oni school no wonenti omunim no omo betumi actual letter ama no say ebi akola ne yare na say yede no clinic na hospital no then of course omunim say mama na na say papa no na etua sa akola ne medical bills na say drona akola no ebi here say ebi akola no ko asore ewo ne grandmother na say ebuseni bi honom na omunim say oh ona ebuseni way eba but ye nim say na ne mama so eti krom hano na ono so ba ya asore ne bi nti akola no ye nim ne pa omo betumi atro ho letter say of course nipa na ohwe akola no so ye betumi ayi affidavit ama na aka say ne mame ampenesu say ni say and asa ne papa ampenesu say ni say dia mean to me enye hwe ne mame and asa ne papa na make his decisions no efa akola no ho nti affidavit no so ehia to show say enye san nipa no na Eunice ka de hwe akola no eye wo a wo ti krom ha wo wawo ba no wo na wo hwe no nti sa nipa na ebia ode no ko school anasa ode no ko hospital no so obisa wo ansa na wetumi afa no mo bi akọ school hono anasa wetu anamo akọ hospital anasa bibisa because hu hia say wo so ubema no sa shall I say authority say onko yesi anasa onko yesi sa de we into affidavits no so ehia And then, of course, when it comes to things like so we are shipping now with me actually oh, me are shipping from time to time. It's shipping receipts in here, and I say me the sikaway call say at least a function school fees, and I say I'm fine. Yes, say money remittance receipts or school fees receipts no so. To me actually say sikano kwa ye the school fees ye the trade and ye the yes say into money remittance receipts no so and of course say oh yes application we na oh say at least akola no so say oba then na ye betumi aka say oba obetumi ahwe no enya ban sika na obetumi e de ahwe no so to make sure say one kasa to chrome ha we adwuma into ubetumi ahwe akole ubetumi a maintain no and also stand no omo hwe say one kasa na woje wo salary no say woje wo sika na wo de tua wo rent na wo de tua wo council tax ahia ebeka no say ye hwe income support rate ayedema inkola any parents omo to chrome ha sika no ebeso anase ebe short because omo increases our income support rate since coronavirus na of course omo nim say nkofo so edu so mo adwuma nti sisia each child say o can child income support rate omo dema each child is about £68.60 for every week and say o ya wo for so say oh share income support rate amodema a single parents is about £74.20 thereabouts. It's also
about £74.20 thereabout. Pause for mommy. About your mema watching Emo Aquaba.
Yeah, good morning, Prof. I'm to
when I make Adam was Shrami a prepara profubi.
Wonderful. Happy New Year.
The same to you, Henny.
I feel I mean, what do we now about yesterday?
Amen. Hey, and
was
Medasi.
Eunice, so good morning.
Morning.
Now, Happy New Year, so.
Official pa, for commenting.
I was some power and I was and now Nyansa Imudo. Now, Queen Solomon, Hima.
Amen. You mean sure also.
Yeah, no, but my family, me to a house. Because 1 year, me, am I?
Yeah, because I know, sir, a lot of people have been asking this question. Make time I may in cover application time coronavirus almost lockdown this year say March 2020. Now me wo in cover on my applications way and of course because now that time no corona hitting into taking more than 9 months. If you crown put there taking more than 12 months. And still now because of corona you can see say almost backlog non so adults. But I've realized say in regards to conform more applications based on almost partner no and I say almost applications on the 5-year routes no almost there by in terms saying conform more applications on the 10-year routes. Into of course most of the time they will use coronavirus as an excuse. Say it did 12 months. I always say it's better to make a complaint into local complaints hub now make you complaints. They will bring some sort of response. Or your letter of pre-action protocol letter, almost the response ever. I know say for a number of your clients, no say yes our letters not normal the response about say because of coronavirus nintina to me any and no and of course there is nothing you can do after you send that letter because and understand they are saying again say because of coronavirus nintina to me any and no but decision as soon as possible and so that is all we have at our disposal to be able to say oh time now there's a delay because my name say usually 6 months na take but how far? And see, you can make a complaint, but the response may be that ubenya caseworker obeka say, oh, mami your decision as soon as possible. Ubenya caseworker and so obeka say, abia because of coronavirus needs mean to me and make a decision, but me try to make a decision as soon as possible. And see, unfortunately, you know, that is the only thing that we have at our disposal. And see, of course, let's use that and then let's see how best we can get them to make a decision. We can't do anything more. I wish I could say it to me, I a baby from somewhere, but you can't do anything more. And see, you just have to be patient and wait for them.
But now, actually, is it in my favor or because now it delay me route now say what do I do and then I have a problem, you know?
And you have a problem. Working through on cases. In the case where can be ABR or when your case is 50, when the case no sold and the table no sold, until they are trying to work through it. And I say, case way into and no na either my table no so into mommy making decision. Now almost send the email say ABR decision nini and I say ABR for way bra. It's not necessarily your fault, it's just the case workers dealing with the case.
The case in the say, some 10 years old, they say no, because you renew I did the money for a long time. You see, me for 1 year. 1 year and meeting, say another month, you know, about extra castle, better so. And then I may pass say, against me and now say in favor of me.
Oh, okay. Okay. For instance, if first time now, all your application way for 2.5, now after na yebe ma 2.5 nedia, there's no issue with that because of course you are looking at the fact say per se omuma o sa 2.5 over to me e dey aye adwuma over to me dey to kwan over to me dey aye nyama bebre. I know say the waiting time is the only thing that is against you at the moment. But apart from the waiting time, no, I don't think say it will go against you in any way. So also a year renewal because now before we were 2.5 there, that will also count towards 10 years because it has been over a period of 1 year and I say over a period of 12 months. Now I feel now almost make a decision now. Then that 12-month period, no, you can count it towards 10-year route, no, so because now over a renewal and now. On what takes such a long time to make a decision. Into Nanka, let's say 9 years into third 2.5 now. Now, per year will indefinite now. You have to look into whether the 10 years will be up by a certain time and sana wait to me. I indefinite no. Fourth one no, but so so fourth one for at least 1 year answer now with 10 years. It wouldn't necessarily go against you. You just have to look at it as it's also benefiting you because you're indefinite now. Now it's me actually say me application all in time and I'm a 10 years as soon date way. And we here say me 2.5 no every year. I say to me indefinite leave to remain. It will not necessarily go against you.
Where the third time I'm renewing.
Okay, say your third time now, who could travel fourth one now, did you say 10 years no best soon before fourth one baby no, then you can make the application. But what I say?
But you're the final one. May you could be a person winning the this month ending. Now I'm not the delay in now I want to say more express or a year effective to say if you just or bit me renew a first time one now.
Yeah, say your first time now we 2.5 nibi now lawyer and a application now because we see all of the requirements. They are over to me I super priority service nibi. Say requirements na ewo hono wait to me actually say un meeting ni na dia then yes of course you can do the super priority service now within 24 hours someone I make a decision.
My madam for our 5 years I think I third one
Okay, and also start so to me. Whether renewal and say first time, obi biara or application under the family route no ebe to me aye super priority service no.
Okay, but what my price on money?
Pachomoji £800 in addition to application fee in IHS no.
Wonderful. Okay.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Utia never cannot in Kayabremi.
Bro, now, me saw some ammonia moment. That's all no about our mistake.
Pacho, yeah, that's
you.
Yeah, that was it. You better wedding. Ubi Alpha and Cassandra, lawyer time as we are born. Unami Shirao. Lawyer, young boy, one way, near fat, you might get an embryo by 11 or semi-bin fee.
Pacho, what's okay, it's not make as I say, share the fact that Odo Oba Airbano. The amount of money over here so here because almost per se over you see about insika and so over you see public funds and see so almost share juma almost per se almost say ebia we juma o signs of benefits kakra but at least say ye canning now boom utika waje will benefits kakra waje will savings are over and ye share your income support rate ayedema yeah, mommy for and I say yeah, papa with joint parents within the single family home. And yeah, per se who say we see now we know a best so star income support rates na yeah dema mommy for any mumba and I say joint parents are almost a few back. And they want to know say we see can also say ye will cancel tax and will rent every month. Ubenya dia uhia for nkola dodo na wohwe nti se wo kola 3 a sikana woje no ebetumi ahwe omu ni na ahwe nipa anase akola na obeba no so nti ninna so eka ho bi and they want to know of course say obetumi enya bibi ama sa akola we so ada nti usually no they be like say yeah housing act no the osha usually almost can say room with a double space and say I call it to say double space room ever to me afa nipa mienu if it's a couple definitely couple bet to me at that one room say or nkola omwedi more than 10 and also stano more per se which say omo the same sex and I say omo bema ne oba say bema ne oba dia of course omo above the age of 10 and there's omo na omo was separate rooms into depending on in kolana or and also na be number of bedrooms that will be here. And of course, the living room and also almost counted as room into and also a extra room over to me. I can say a man colano. Into almost try signing my way into of course all application now with the pay slips or bank statements for at least 3 to 6 months depending on the and then of course application also. So tenancy agreements now what the tenancy agreements back home say property inspection reports or they also back home to show say enkwalai omoba and I say akola no ba obenya bibi so ada. What is interesting is unconformo till I say ebusiafo and I say relative say relative of obia otigana na of course ojiri say wo sister ba na say wo brother ba wo sister Efrim na wo pese wo kofa ne ba ebeka ho ewo krom ha of course omo baby say na akola no ne papa na ne mama ote krom na otim no ono so ewo he a obetumi ahwe akola no so ono so eja akola no ho na obi enu ho obetumi ahwe akola no because we ebusieni no then I'll be to me, aya afaho. And most of the time, it is because of the fact that one now be to me, I shall call an intina, or person de acolano, so ebe counsa, ever chrome her. Shall we share paragraph 297? So, oh, your relative now, person, or de sa wo, what I say, and I say, who nearby ebe chrome her. And there, so to me, say, there are very serious and compelling circumstances. The NCA, so would de acolano eba. Say, uwe to me actually say, eh, be an mammy and asani papa, unya, we free, and I will fall back on so, eja colano ho, or be any while with me, I shall colano, tis a won't quan. And of course, say, police reports now, the back on say, eh, be an mammy and asani papa, and shall colani bima. And they would back home with death certificates, now I say, acolano, unya, ubia, and shano. And then, of course, you have to make sure, say, when na ewo hosa na ebia Ghana fono, omunim say, obi emni ho obetumi ahwa akola no. Nti wo ye bibi to say custody order betumi ahwe say akola we me na me hwe no because na wo fono baako eja no ho na baako nso on pese obehwe ne biom. Nti me na enam so a me hwe akola no nkakra nti bibi sa no se uba na at least ubetumi achre sanyema we na ubetumi achre nso so se awofo no eni ho na wo na obehwe akola no wo indefinite leave and also wo settled status e wo krom ha regardless of whether you got it through obi waware no and also wo nya wo indefinite through the EU settlement scheme no saa nipa no ebetumi de saa akola no so abeka ne nsa ebo krom ha nti of course se ubetumi ache se obenya baby ada obenya bibi edi because wo ye adwuma nti wo sika na wonya no se wo yi rent ene council tax ne free krampo na ebi beka senya obetumi ahwe akola no so nti bibi saa no omo hwe senya obetumi achre enono na at least omehu akola na circumstances no because the chrome ha enkola no omo as important nti say omo ka best interest of akola na omo say sa akola no de ehia no omo consider enono as primary and also omo consider no as paramount. Inti enye the only thing na omo hwe but at least omo hu ne as very important say omo betumi ahwe dia ehia akola no na omo consider no senya omo betumi make the right decision for akola no so inti say ehu hia say akola no obeka wonsa wa hanoma omo consider akola no best interest e wo mbranimu and omo consider the fact say meet the other requirements are also under the immigration rules as so. Into when nano, of course, say it helps say ebia obenya lawyer and answer obia onim brandum senya obe to me so I application with the right evidence in place to be able to make sure say oya application na omemema sa akola no akwenja senya ono so ebeka unsa ewo krom ha into prophets nyamensha for embrana wodi amame menim say every week bia enyewa edwumede we yentimi enkoso say ekoso into nyame enhira na onye okese yetiefo ne nkofo a omo hwen ewo Facebook so YouTube so BW Radio so Rainbow Radio International yadamuni na ase of course me hope said that and there so yabesan Asia mama fa address ni details so ento na at least prophet ento me enko BWF Solicitors your London your 4th floor of Anna House, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, London. Yeah, postcode ne N154NP. Into postcode ne sign abotubium. Into N154NP. Your offices no ye be from 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday bia. And the office number and so 0208 493 7340. It's 0208 493 7340.
Okay. Mami fa Eunice Emras mpacho me mwachi aba.
So I'm watching and Eunice now.
Ohene
So be a hoya.
ye hunye papa ye jo sunsu.
William, a question, Chiawa. We saw Eunice, there might be derivative right for 5 years. Send me for complete 5 years now. Now, you have to be about EUSS now. How would the person go about the next application?
Okay, usually say your derivative rights for 5 years. Now 5 years no swa. And so to make sure say under your appendix EU we crack derivative rights for that continuous period of 5 years. And I say say akolano ebia or EU akola and I say or British akola and now we crack citizenship, let's say or British we crack citizenship.
That's right, or British.
Okay. So you're British we crack the British citizenship for that continuous period of 5 years. And I was watching ABC ABI time no in citizenship now we do 11 and as I say I will do 16 into watching for that continuous period of 5 years. Into and no say watch for that continuous period. Into usually school letters help. So what you are dinner money and so receipts you get during that period help. So what to tell your mama and kolana receipts are the maybe school uniforms any in your ma what you are ama kolano. In kolani be more accounts into more parents discuss more accounts into and also stand over to me actually a kolani bank statements no bank statements to show say what the tattoo a kolani accounts name. And then, of course, if there's any evidence apart from school letters and I say school receipts and I say bank statements, also like your GP letter, and also they also confirm say I will for ne akolawe omo you registered. I will for no sometimes the akola neba hospital appointment. Ube to me they and also akaho. It depends on what evidence you have to show, say, that's all share a colano. What you say?
That's right. So the next application after the 5 years, would that be the settled status and not now my assessment? It has to be preset.
Okay, and so usually say, 5 years based on our regulation 2016. Now, okay, EU settlement scheme nibi. Now, 5 years no so yeah, they will give you pre-settled status. Instead, no sano. So 5 years no so yeah. Now, which they say, or you're British, and ABA. This is 6 months of evidence to show say me na me share kolano. They will give you that pre-settled status. So 5 years no so now after na okoye EU settlement scheme nibia. Then of course you have to show say why share akola for that continuous period. Send your own way to me. I'm out indefinite leave to remain. Pacha, what I say?
Okay, so 5 years national for the derivative right, Into now the evidence now will time on show you not to apply for indefinite.
Yeah, into or not to apply for the indefinite because under regulation 2016, now there was no route for indefinite, and after there was no route for settled status. Into under appendix EU and introduces settled status and I say indefinite leave for derivative rights holders. It's so called derivative rights now, then it means that Appendix EU gives you the opportunity to also apply for indefinite, whereas before, no, you didn't have that opportunity. And see, with the 5 years now, what you know, you can show say maybe 5 years bokroma, and I'm not sure allow for that 5 years continuous period. And see, mumma sa indefinite leave to remain and access settled status no.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
In that scenario.
Yo, oheneba yenso edawase ene awie ewo anopai wo ena yede wo ebetwa eto enti yedawase se odi aba awie ewo edwuma bi.
Thank you, Prophet.
Mami si mami lawyer ne de lawyer obama na yelite. Mami si lawyer telephone number no so ema mo ntentem. Mesrew memfrɛ me osofo me ye 28 days fasting and prayer. Me bomb fire 3 times. Anopa 5:30 to 6. Awia 12 to 12:30. Anyumre 5:30 to 6. Na anado yabe bomb fire 12 to 1. Enti me di agra time was say me dru me studio hono me ye late enti me srew ma obi amfrɛ me fa ma me lawyer no ma no na yenko 02 office number 0208 493 7340. Office number BWF Solicitors. Office number 0208 493 7340. And emergency numbers Uncle Ben 077 127 61884. And Mami Eunice 078 075 3581 3910. Nkame yabo mi number edia replace 075 3581 3910. And Uncle Richard number no 079 60201500. Na say wabo awura BWF Solicitors akache. Mami Eunice, me pacho kra atiefo na yenko. Memraso.
Pacho yo, that's the prophet, and that day, me name some of my friend Brebre. Into atiefo, senior prophets, Edikai, Amaye, address ne your telephone numbers ni nano, say muhia and bois in regards to not just with immigration issues, because I hear immigration and qua na yedin wejuma. So in terms of ABR, the fact that one collab nipa corner on the way no on person will be home collab so yeah child arrangement orders wejuma non-molestation any occupation orders divorce any ancillary reliefs civil litigation matters any a number of other cases. It's say, which it say, you bet me a boa and their friend na into me and boa senior unhiano. Yo, it's here for it's here. Hope you say that's in there. Your best sign Asia view.
Aha, and you imagine you have see at here for Yakramo. Bye bye.
Yeah, Fema, you were London. Ya Jiabasobodie bebree. Na ya redare ewo mransemu. Eye legal services, BTC family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWFDA, yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na yebo nso nyeden kra. Yen partner penimpa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF Solicitors kura won ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care, eya abofrahwe mu, awarja ye ho twuma mentwe. Ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a, ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Ye child care, any family team no nim nia wo famu ewe nia ya wo brei mu. Enu nti ne yeto ye mbo asema wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner Ayobia Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu no osanso ye member na kyerɛ sɛ ɛba no sɛ ye gina wachi etwitwa agyew ɛwɔ family ɛne matrimonial cases ho a wonni haw koraa. Wopɛ advice ɛwɔ immigration sɛnsɛm ho. Wɔ BWF Solicitors deɛ, yɛ immigration team no abredare ɛwɔ general immigration ho nsɛmsɛm kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho ntotoyɛ ɛne entry clearance visas, family visas ne appeals. Yɛn senior partner ɛyɛ member na wasan gyina tum ɛwɔ Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Enti sɛ yɛtae w'akyi a wonni haw koraa. Yɛbie yɛn office free dwada ekosi fiada anɔpa nɔnkron pɛɛ mu ekosi enumere nonsia ɛyɛ 9:30 a.m. kosi 6 p.m. ɛna memeneda nso ɛyɛ appointment nko a free anɔpa nondu ekosi ewia nɔnan ɛyɛ 10 a.m. kosi 4 p.m. Yɛwɔ 4th floor ɛwɔ Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sɛ wonnante firi 7 Sisters Underground nso a ɛyɛ kwan tiaa bi. Yɛn senior partner Bernard Owusu san yɛ barrister yɛagye no to mu na ɔyɛ Ghana Bar Association member ɛna wasan gyina sɛ mmaranimfoɔ ɛwɔ court cases a ɛfa Ghana law ho. Wɔ advise local authorities, official solicitors office ne solicitors bebree ɛfa Ghanaian law ho yie. Na ɔsan yɛ obi a ɔtae kasa ɛwɔ radio ɛne TV so fa Ghanaian law ho.